Just one life, that's all that we've been given here. Just one chance to make a difference where we live. I'm just one man, I'm only human, but only human means I've got a lot to give. Love can move the world as the moon in the sky moves the sea. Love can cause the wars to cease. Love can move this world to peace. It's a tide that begins with you and me. Love can move the world as the warmth of the sun moves the tree. Feel the wind of love increase as we move this world to peace. Come love the world with me.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one tie that binds us, that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Yes, I do. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one choice unites us. Let this be the one. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
Okay. Good morning, all. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday celebration of the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. We are coming to you live from Eagleville at the wonderful office facility of Suzanne and Rick Smethers in Prod. So I'm very excited to see folks right here with us, and then know that there are many others who are streaming this service on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Jo Lurkwin, sometimes called Lady Jo. I think that's a term of endearment. I believe that. And you know when you see me here that our wonderful spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Maxine Kay and Reverend Mike Gertis, have flown the coop. And so they are, I believe, currently on the West Coast visiting with friends and family, having a wonderful time. But they'll be back here next week. We're live from this location again next week, so we will see them here. While they're away, what we have is a Practitioner Sunday. And yay! Okay. So our 5 licensed religious science practitioners will each give a short talk on our theme for today. And it's November. We have a new theme, and our theme is gratitude. And so that works out so beautifully. We have so much to be grateful for, and they're going to be helping us understand that. Also today, our practitioner team will take up some of the other positions that we have here and doing other parts of our Sunday celebration. So we are a welcoming community, and this is a place where we can connect with Spirit through the principles of science of mind. Our mission, here on the poster, awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. We teach and practice science of mind principles. The Centers for Spiritual Living theme for 2023 is Building a New Consciousness. And as I mentioned, our theme for November is gratitude. We truly believe in a world that works for everyone, all sentient beings. Now, here we are live in Eagleville, as I mentioned, and we're happy to see all of you here and then connecting with so many folks by Facebook and YouTube. And I do want to mention, since we're all about gratitude, that there are so many folks who you won't necessarily see speaking here today, but they working behind the scenes. This just doesn't happen. We snap our fingers and there it is. No. And so there's a setup team. There is a wonderful AV team. There are the welcome team, which is pretty much Linda O'Neill is our welcome team. And then we're just so grateful for all the contributions that folks that you're not necessarily seeing standing here speaking, but they're with us always. So thank you. Let's see. When Dr. Maxine and Reverend Mike go away, what they do for us is come up with a wonderful order of service. So yes, I am not just flying out here solo. There is an order. There is an order to this process, and so I'm going to do my best to follow along with that. And I also feel compelled to mention that between the last time I did this and now, I actually got a promotion. It's true. I was MC, but now I'm moderator. Yeah, woo, woo. Yeah, and thank you. Yeah. So you can take that to the bank. But no, because there was no pay increase with this. But that's okay. We do it for the love, and thank you so much. So now we're going to have 4 practitioners here in person, and then our wonderful Floridian practitioner, Bo Smith, is going to be speaking with us via video. So that's where that fabulous AV team comes in. They're going to make this all look smooth and on purpose. So we're really counting on that. So the next thing we have is our purpose statement. So that would be living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. So now my all-time favorite practitioner, that would be Mr. Joe Lurquin, is going to come up, and he's going to read the statement from Dr. Ernest Holmes titled What We Believe.
Well, thank you very much. This is a statement that we have read, that every one of us gets to read. It's part of the practitioner creed that we all follow, and also part of the statement that is this center. What we believe. I have to get this a little closer. What we believe. A reporter once asked Dr. Ernest Holmes to put in his words what religious science teaches. His answer has become known as the Declaration of Principles, and they are as the following. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest university is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in all people, and that all people are incarnates of the one Spirit. We believe in the eternality and the immortality and the continuity of the individual soul, forever and ever expanding. We believe that heaven is within us and that we can experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it. We believe the ultimate goal of life is to be a complete emancipation of all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this inner-dwelling presence. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through the spiritual and intuitive nature of each person, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the inner-dwelling God. We believe in the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the impress of our thought and acts upon it. We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of all is God. And so it is.
Thank you
and I am grateful. So thank you, Karen Drucker. That was gorgeous. I had not seen that video before. That was beautiful. Thank you also, Joseph, for the reading. And coming up next, we have our Kid Talk, and that's brought to us by practitioner Cheryl Macklin. Cheryl.
Thank you. I hadn't seen that video. Is it a new one, Jeff? Yeah, so cute and so funny. She's wonderful. I'm grateful to follow Karen Drucker anywhere. Well, good morning, everyone, and happy November. I hope that you enjoyed your extra night's sleep. I know I appreciate it much more than I do in spring when I lose that hour. Lady Jo already stole one of my lines, but I'll let it go. November, our topic is gratitude, and I'll bet you can guess why. I'm sure that you were correct when you said it's because of Thanksgiving. November is the time when we take time out on Thanksgiving to honor the giving of thanks. And when was the last time that you said thank you to someone? How did it feel to say thank you to someone? And when was the last time that someone said thank you to you? And how did that feel? Gratitude generally feels pretty good. And gratitude is one of very, very important pieces of our Science of Mind teaching. Last week, Monet talked about the spiritual mind treatment and all of the different steps, and she explained to you what they were. In the first step of treatment, we affirm that God is the one and only source, that God is all there is. This means that divine givingness is the ultimate source of all of our gifts and blessings. When we get to the end of the treatment, we release it. But right before that is a really key step, and that's our step of gratitude. And that step says, yes, thanks. I am absolutely 100% sure that the words that I have put into the law just have to be answered, because Ernest Holmes told me so. But if you think about it, we're giving gratitude in advance. We're trusting that this divine givingness, it wants to give to us. It wants to give to us good all the time. And the more grateful we are, the more gifts we generally receive. And so gratitude is a gift to us and to the ones that we're thanking. And it also is interesting that watching someone or hearing someone say thank you also feels good to somebody else. So gratitude has many gifts. It improves our health and happiness. It helps people overcome stress, encourages us to be kind and caring, which is a wonderful thing that this world could use a lot of kindness and caring right now. And if you're stuck thinking negative thoughts, gratitude can help you replace them. If gratitude does all of these things, wouldn't it be great if there was a way that we could increase gratitude in our lives? Well, actually, there are many ways, and I'm going to share a few, and I will bet that you also know a few, and you may even be using these. Number one, of course, as students of Science of Mind, is spiritual mind treatment. It's a way for us to increase and be more aware ourselves of our appreciation and gratitude. Some people keep a gratitude journal where they write in either when they wake up in the morning or before they're going to sleep, or they may carry it with them every day and just write all the things they're grateful for. And if you're like me, you might miss a day or two, and then you have like several pages of things that you're grateful for that you didn't get a chance to write down. Another thing to do is, if you notice that you're thinking an ungrateful thought, you can stop yourself and change it to a grateful thought. I like the idea of having a gratitude jar or a basket where you have little slips of paper, and when something comes up and you're grateful, you write it down and you put it in the jar. And then you can see, as the jar gets more and more full, how much gratitude there really is in your life. And of course, you can always say thank you in person. Please remember that an important person to thank is yourself, because you are a marvelous creation of God. You're a God being, and you are a miracle. So in closing, I would like to share a quote from the Daily Om. Every day is a blessing, and in each moment there are many things that we can be grateful for. The world opens up to us when we live in a space of gratitude. When we are appreciative and express that gratitude, the universe glows a bit brighter and showers us with even more blessings. What more could we ask for? Thank you so much, and it is my pleasure and honor to introduce or bring up to the podium one of the members of your Board of Trustees, Payson Burt, who's going to share all of the fun announcements.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was a great wee wisdom. Thank you. Hi, my name's Payson Burt. I love being live. It's really nice. And I'm so grateful that we're all here today. Even when I'm busy setting up or breaking down, it's so special to be able just to kind of make eye contact with somebody and give them a quick hug and just connect. Even if I can't just hang out with a cup of coffee, I'm so grateful for that connection. And I'm grateful to be Vice President of your Board of Trustees. And I'm grateful for having the announcements. All right. And with that in mind, our next in-person celebration will be held right here next week, November 12th at 10:30 a.m. with a quiet meditation at 10 a.m. out front in that the conference room there. And in case you don't know, we're at Interbroad in Eagleville. And we'll be holding also a third in-person celebration this month, November 19th, very next week, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern at the Sheraton Great Valley Hotel in the Oxford Room in Lancaster, on Lancaster Avenue. Boy, that's a mouthful. In Fraser, Pennsylvania. So I'll say that again. It's at the Sheraton Great Valley Hotel. And it's going to be held in the Oxford Room on Lancaster Avenue in Fraser, PA, followed by a very special afternoon of classical guitar with Django from noon to 1 p.m. Just go to our website to see all the details, and I'm assuming it's down there, so I'm pointing to the website. It is? Oh, there. Classes now. We invite you to join Reverend Mike's continuing Zoom class on how to use the science of mind, Saturday mornings, 9:45 to 11 a.m. That's an ongoing class. It's a long-form class, so come in and whenever you feel like it. Also, Dr. Maxine will be offering her Converting Fear to Faith 2-hour Zoom workshop on Tuesday, November 14th via Zoom from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, for our next upcoming in-person events, we have the next Nibbles and New Thought night is Monday, November 6th at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Brick and Brew in Malvern. I say p.m., but 6:30 to 8:30 a.m.? No, that wouldn't make much sense, would it? Our next full moon ceremony, led by Diane Wilson, will be held on Sunday, November 26th. Is that correct, 26th? It was whited out there, so. From 7 to 8 p.m. at the Inspiration Cafe in Paoli. So thank you both Diane and Linda for hosting. So those are great events. Go to our website to see all of the details of our upcoming virtual and in-person events. Also, stay tuned for information on our annual winter solstice. That'll be held on Saturday, December 16th. If you are not a regular subscriber to the Science of Mind magazine, we still have a few copies of the November-December issue. Just see Linda before you leave, okay? And Linda's going to be in the back there at that table with the blue tablecloth. That's it for today's announcements, and I am grateful.
Thank you, Payson. Thank you, Cheryl. Really appreciate the kid talk and all of the knowledge that you've helped us with. Next, coming up, we're going to have practitioner Sarah Funk, and she's going to share an opening spiritual mind treatment, and then will lead us in the affirmation. Sarah?
Thank you, Lady Joe. And thank you all for being here. I'm grateful to see all of you and all of you who are Zooming with us. Let us go within now, to that quiet place, knowing there is only one mind, one source, one energy, God in all of life. This divine power lives within me and within everyone. When I turn within to this mighty source, I am comforted by the warmth I feel, the love I feel, and without a doubt, the deep gratitude I feel. This divine gift is the greatest gift I have ever received. I use this source, and it uses me in all I think, say, and do. I dance with this energy. I sing with it. It lifts me on high. It brings me the deepest gratitude for all that is. This gratitude expands and brings me more in life, for which I am thankful. Knowing this is the truth for me, I accept it, express it, and share it with others. With gratitude and thankfulness, I release this treatment into the law, knowing it is acted upon and done. And together we say, and so it is. And the affirmation: with positive expectancy, I gratefully open to the divine gifts and blessings always flowing to me. Gratitude is my daily attitude. I move through each day with this grateful heart, blessing everything and everyone.
Thank you, Sarah. And now I believe we'll have some music by Karen Drucker.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Whew. Just one of my very favorite songs, and I thank you all here today for joining along and singing. So maybe they didn't hear us on YouTube and Facebook, but for sure I heard it. It was gorgeous. So thank you. So coming up next, we have a meditation, and this will be presented by our practitioner from away. That would be Bo Smith. So he sent in a video. Bo, we're missing you here. We'll see you next time. But we thank you so much for being with us in spirit, as always. So now we'll have the video of Bo and his meditation.
Good morning. Let's go ahead and move into the opening meditation together. If you're comfortable doing so, sitting back and relaxing into your chairs and closing your eyes, also if you're comfortable doing so. Let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths together. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. And just establishing a rhythm, a natural flow to our breath for these few moments together in meditation. And as we allow that natural rhythm of breath in and out, we notice that at the core of ourselves there is a spark of divinity, a spark of peace and of power. And as we begin to relax in this present moment with our breathing and with our attention focused inward onto that inner essence, that inner spark of the divine life, let's just go ahead and float into that essence, the beauty of life, the power of spirit, the peaceful presence that is life itself. And again, just noticing our breath as we float in this essence, allowing it to just envelop us in its warmth and allowing it to comfort us in this moment, revealing to us its essence and allowing it to show us that indeed its essence is our essence in this very moment. And again, just breathing. As we notice this essence, this life, this principle that flows always through us, as us, we notice different aspects of it. For right now, let's notice the power of this presence. This power is all things, both physical and non-physical. This power flows through us as our very being. It is the originating creative power that brought all life into being. And that power is who we are in this moment. Let's now notice peace. A deep, profound peace at the center of our being. The peace of spirit that is our being. Not only surrounding us and infusing us, but flowing outward throughout the world from each point of consciousness. Let's notice this light, this radiant, beaming light that we are, flowing through us from our heart center, from our crown chakra as well, illuminating the entire world as we become aware of it as our originating presence, our life. Notice this life that we are. It's always, always flowing freely, clearly, through our bodies, through our lives, through everything going on in our world and in the greater world. Both the physical world, the mental, emotional world, and the spiritual world. Notice also the inherent, innate beauty that we are, that this presence is. This essence is beautiful, and thus we are beautiful. And we bring this beauty out from us and put it into the world in our own unique ways. Also notice this essence as joy, the joy of recognizing the truth, the joy of coming together in community to celebrate the magnificence that we are, that the divinity within us, as us, is. Notice this essence is love, unconditioned, boundless love, all-encompassing, accepting us as we are, perfect, whole, and complete, just as we are, in all of our humanity. This divinity manifests itself in and through our humanity in this very moment. We are indeed spiritual beings, having a spiritual experience in this moment through our humanity as we are gathered together in community, celebrating this divine magnificence flowing through us, as us, and out into the world. We cannot help but be grateful. We cannot help but be thankful that this is indeed the truth of our lives. No matter the circumstances we may be going through, no matter the outer turmoil in the world, we turn our attention within to this divine essence, and we look again outward, bringing that essence, that peace, that power, that beauty, that joy, that life, that light, that love, and we focus our attention revealing it through us and out into the world, into all situations that everyone on this planet are going through. We bless those that are having difficulties. We bless those in war-torn areas of the world. We bless those knowing that their inner divinity is showing through them, lifting them up, holding accountable all those who need to be held to account, and holding all in the divine right action that is necessary for a beautiful outpicturing of spirit upon this planet. We bless this activity, this blessing out into the world, and we know that it is powerful, and we know that it is having a tangible effect now as we are taking these few moments in meditation to abide in our spirit, in the Spirit. And so now, in that gratitude, in that love, in that unconditioned light, we bring ourselves slowly and gently back into this room, bringing our awareness to our surroundings, bringing that awareness that we were just in out, back with us, into the world. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely, and allowing this presence to flow and to fill all that is needed, supplying all the love and all the power that is needed in every situation, in beauty and joy, in love, with unconditioned life. And now as we are back in this room, opening our eyes, we join now into the rest of today's service. And so it is.
When I give to you, I give to me, I give to everyone. When I pray for you, I pray for me, I pray for everyone. It's a cycle of love that begins as one. May my hands become the hands of love. When I speak for you, I speak for me, I speak for everyone. When I sing for you, I sing for me, I sing for everyone. It's a cycle of love that begins as one. May my voice become the voice of love. When I feel for you, I feel for me, I feel for everyone. When I love for you, I love for me, I love for everyone. It's a cycle of love that begins as one.
got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I thank the universe for each new day, whether it's sunny or it's pouring rain. In any situation, time or place, my grateful heart creates a state of grace. Yeah, 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 I got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. The darkness taught me how to praise the light. Wrongness makes me hunger for what's right. Now there's not any place where I don't see heaven's blessings pouring down on me. Yeah, 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 I got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. When Jesus fed the hungry multitude, he did it with a grateful attitude. Although it looked like there was not enough, he thanked his Father for abundant love. Say yeah, whoa yeah, say yeah, 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 yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Piano! Yeah, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Now I used to cry for deliverance and send desperate pleas to the heavens. But it wasn't until I gave up and got still I could see all the gifts I'd been given. Yeah, now I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. Thank you, God.
Thank you to Bo for that marvelous meditation, also for all that fabulous music. Next, we're going to hear from our 5 practitioners. They're each giving us a short talk on the perspectives of gratitude. So coming up first, again, my favorite practitioner, that would be Mr. Joseph Lurkwin.
Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you very much. Good morning. I am Joe Lurkwin, a licensed practitioner with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. And today's talk is about gratitude. And my talk title is The Power of Gratitude. I first looked up the definition of gratitude, and I was going to say in the dictionary, but nobody uses dictionaries anymore. I looked it up on the computer, and then I was all of a sudden realizing I was grateful that I could look it up on the computer so easily, actually on my phone and then on the computer. So I already started with the gratitude, looking into things. So what I found out was gratitude is a positive emotion that invokes being thankful and appreciative. When you experience gratitude, you feel grateful for something or someone in your life and respond with feelings of kindness, warmth, and other forms of generosity, which I thought was a very interesting comment. So what does gratitude look like? How do you know if you are experiencing a sense of gratitude? Expressing your appreciation and thanks for what you have, you might entail, and then I've got a list. Spending a few moments thinking about the things in your life that you are grateful for. Stopping to observe and acknowledge the beauty of wonder of something you encounter in your daily life. Being thankful for your health. Thankful for someone for the positive influence they have on your life. Doing something kind for another person to show that you are grateful. Paying attention to the small things in your life that bring you joy and peace. Meditation or prayer focused on giving thanks. I find that all these things are probably pretty much part of my daily life, things that I don't think about necessarily while I'm doing through my daily occurrences, but then I started thinking about some of this stuff. Gratitude is often a spontaneous emotion that you feel in the moment. Developing a sense of gratitude isn't complex or challenging. It doesn't require any special tools or training. And the more you practice it, the better you will become and put yourself into a grateful state of mind. Which brought me to a thought that I had last night when Joe and I went out for her birthday celebration. And we went to a restaurant. And I first was thinking I went online to get a reservation. And I went online, got a time that we wanted to be there, and we got there, and they greeted us at the front desk because they knew we were coming. And we got a table that we wanted, and everything was going along gratefully. And I all of a sudden started thinking, wait a minute, all these things I should be grateful for. Grateful for being able to set a reservation that easily on the computer, being able to have them actually acknowledge that we got that reservation and it was available to us. So I'm thankful, grateful, they kind of go together. But I started becoming more grateful of everything that was coming. Then the meal was presented to it. The waiter came by, and it was in perfect harmony with the flow of everything. And then the drinks came, which was great. And then we got the appetizers, which is exactly what we wanted. And then the meal came. And I started thinking, I should be more grateful for all this because everything was absolute perfection. Everything was exactly what I expected and what I wanted. And I was grateful for all the people that were part of this whole process. And I started envisioning how many people there might be involved in all this. Going back from the farmers and the people that just put things in the ground and start to grow it, for the different people that have the process that's going through to bring all this to me. I'm grateful all those do their jobs because without them, I wouldn't have had anything on this table. And then the people that transport it. There's so many processes to this thing to be grateful for. And I'm grateful for every one of them. I'm grateful for the people that roll around me. And we also have at the end, Joe's a member of the You Matter group, and they're an international group that hands out cards to people that let them know that they actually do matter in this world. And I'm grateful that we could do that and bring such joy to some people that help us that don't feel like they're not part of the observed, they're just part of the background. They're part of the waiters and the people that seat you and the people that wait on you in the different stores and all. So we like to be able to recognize that they are part of the world and they are part of it and they matter to me and they matter to all of us. And I know this is the truth. And I know that everything around me is part of the gratitude that I need. I'm very grateful for my family, my extended family, the family that is here and the family that is everywhere, and Joe's family, and having her, and a loving wife of 57 years, which is a wonderful thing. So I'm very grateful for that. And we're very happy and very, very good with everything around us. And I'm grateful for all these things. So now that brings to the matter is, and so it is. Now, I would like to introduce fellow practitioner Georgiana Gord for her talk.
Thank you, Joe. I especially resonated with what you said, feeling in the moment of gratitude. All right. Some of you couldn't see. I'm 2 rows back from Sarah. I was so grateful to see her feet moving like crazy during that attitude of gratitude. And it's no surprise that that's going to be the name of your talk today. Welcome. As Joe said, my name is Georgiana. And I'm continuing the theme of gratitude today. And if we got $1 for every time one of us said gratitude, or in the videos and all of that, we could have a nice lunch and then some. My talk is called "The Best and the Shortest Way to Show Gratitude is with 2 simple words," and that's thank you. Before I was trying to work out what was I going to talk about today, I was in my living room and I figured, what am I going to talk about? And then lo and behold, I turned around and I saw this plaque. Can you all see it? Yeah. All right. And it says, "The best and shortest prayer is thank you." So I went, thank you, because this is my title for the talk today. Is just talking about thank you. The shortest prayer is thank you. Meister Eckhart, some of you may know of him. He's a German mystic and philosopher. He says, if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. So I thought about this, and I thought about it, wow, all the times that I can say thank you and I can hear thank you. And just to recognize that thank you can transcend so much. It's the cornerstone. All right, we started to talk about the list of gratitude and the list of really feeling thank you. And then I started to see what was it like to say thank you and to receive it. And then I realized how much I can go on autopilot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, no thank you, as it goes. All of that. And then I realized that I was really on autopilot. So I thought I have to practice what I'm preaching here today, so to speak. And then I started to take a look at the intention behind it, and realizing it's 2 words and it's 8 letters, and then the power behind that. And then I don't know if this was ever in your bringing up, and perhaps it's now you hear it or you say it. I always heard, remember to say please and don't forget to say thank you. So I remembered that, and my mom and dad are just smiling right now. Oh, you're finally listening to me. It took a few years. All right. So one of the things I did is I went online, Joe, as you did. Very grateful that I could go online and get more material for today. And I found a Forbes article that talked about some research and the power of thank you and how it can really transform relationships, happiness, this thing called dopamine, right? And reduce stress and help improve sleep. That got my ear on that. So I just wanted to highlight a few things that I read in the article. And this is in addition to what Joe and what Cheryl was already talking about, and Bo already brought in the meditation. And Sarah, you brought this all in too when you did our opening treatment. Forbes talks about how saying thank you, there's scientific research about the power of thank you. And in relationships, you think about how it can build relationships all around, even if it's opening up a door for someone that someone can say thank you. Recently, I actually received a handwritten thank you note. Ooh. Ooh, right? Ooh. And then shortly after that, I was in Hallmark, and I happened to really notice, really for the first time, all of the thank you notes that are on the wall, right? 8 and 10 packs, right, on the wall. And like, it's all over, right? If it's in Hallmark, it must be mainline, right? So really to realize that, the power of that. Also saying thank you, how that could help physical health, being grateful for the health that we have and how we can promote that. Also the psychological health, and also mental health, how we can help, and just, as Joe talked about, as Bo talked about in the meditation, just that whole flow to help do that. Also, there was interesting in the article had said that how it could help increase empathy. And I thought about that. How does that happen? And then I thought, thank you for the opportunity to have a conversation with someone and to really understand what's going on for them and have empathy and to have that conversation. So even if that individual doesn't say thank you, somewhere there was an opportunity for me to be grateful that I could be present and have empathy with this individual. I thought this was interesting too. Another way of saying thank you is helping people with their self-esteem, right? Thank you for the help that you gave me yesterday, all right? Thank you for being the wonderful husband that you are. Jerry's here. All right? And just thank you, and just how that could help really cultivate such an internal environment and an external environment of gratitude and of thank you. And this really interested me, at how saying thank you can help really with the mental strength and fortitude of resilience. And it was published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology that it was found saying thank you was a major contributor to resilience after September 11th, 9/11, and really talked about that, help people get through the trauma of all of it. So, and then the most important thank you is the thank you, and I know you brought that up, Cheryl, in the We Wisdom, is the gratitude that we infuse in our spiritual mind treatment, that we infuse in our heart to know the truth and to know the alignment and the gratitude and the presence of that gratitude inside. And there was 2 New Thought ministers, Reverend Steve and Abigail Alpert, and I just love this. They talked about saying thank you is praying it forward. I know we talk about pay it forward, but how can we pray it forward, right? And so as I conclude today I'm thankful for the opportunity to pray it forward, and I'm thankful for this ripple effect of when that thank you is out in the world, that I can also receive it, and the intention of saying thank you and practicing that attitude of gratitude, and knowing that thank you and gratitude can go beyond the Thanksgiving season, and the thanks that's in Thanksgiving is a wonderful thing to feast on. So thank you. Thank you. Good. And live from Sunday morning is going to be Bo Smith.
Hello again, everyone, and good morning again. I just wanted to take a moment to thank Joe and Georgie for their talks and to continue on with my particular point of view about gratitude. My part of the talk is entitled A Grateful Heart. And I think that, as Joe and Georgie probably have mentioned in their talks, and I know that Cheryl and Sarah will also be mentioning in their parts, that indeed it is an incredibly powerful thing to bring the awareness of gratitude into every moment of our lives, into every situation of our lives. As many of us know, it's not always easy to maintain an attitude of gratitude, as Sarah will be talking about, perhaps. But it is incredibly powerful when we can take a few moments, as we did earlier with the affirmation and as we did with the meditation and the opening treatment, as we take a few moments to just sit and quiet ourselves and go within and open up to that spark of divinity that I spoke about earlier. As we do that and we recognize those inner aspects of spirit within us and unify ourselves in our own understanding that we are that spirit, we are the grace and the beauty and the blessing of spirit on earth. And when we have the experience of that, I believe, and it has been my experience, that there can be no other attitude other than gratitude. As I bring that few moments in the morning when I meditate and again in the evening, and I connect myself to that inner awareness and I anchor myself or ground myself in that awareness, and I'm able to then bring it out of my meditation and into the rest of my day, I notice that having a pre-established part of my day, a grateful heart, changes everything immensely. It allows me to approach life in a far different way than if I wake up and immediately start listing in my head about, oh, what's got to happen, and oh, my deadline is close, or oh, this is due, and oh, my kids have to go off and do this, or oh, my parents are off doing that, or anything of that kind, any worry that may go through my mind. And in my heart, if I take a few moments in the morning, and again, doing so, if you have the time and willingness to do so, I believe it's a very powerful practice also in the evening to just take a few moments. Some people call it meditation. It doesn't have to be anything, you don't have to call it anything formal. Just take a few moments to just sit, close your eyes and breathe. And when, again, as I mentioned, as we do so, it's inevitable that gratitude fills our hearts and seeps throughout our body and inevitably seeps throughout our lives. So when we do that on a consistent and regular basis, it can't help but transform our life. Dr. Maxine has been talking a bit about translational experiences, translating relationships and interactions versus, and there really is no versus, it's all both and, but in contrast to translating and translational kind of attitudes, there's the transformational kind. And a grateful heart, an attitude of gratitude, is transformational. It has a alchemical nature to it. When we, I don't know if you remember, I know for people my age, there used to be the Care Bears on TV when we were kids, and they used to have those beautiful symbols on their chests and on their bellies. And when they needed to send their good vibes out in the world, they just beamed that essence outside of them. And sometimes when I'm particularly anxious about something, I try to break that anxiety a little bit in my meditation by imagining myself as a Care Bear. I'm a big old Care Bear, beaming that essence of spirit out into the world. Life, light, love, power, peace, beauty, joy. Those essences, that is God. And as I do that in my meditation, a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long, it changes my attitude. It changes my whole mindset. And as I bring that mindset into the world at the beginning of the day, or as I bring that mindset and anchor myself in that mindset as I go to bed, it helps transform the rest of the night and sets me onto a good path for the morning to, again, get it back into that meditation time. I wanted to share a few quotes that I looked up for gratitude and for a thankful heart. There were a few, as one might imagine. There's a quote by Rumi. He says, "Wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life." And I really appreciated that perspective because, again, sort of like wearing our clothing that helps protect us and helps us interact into the world in a beautiful way, it helps establish a cloak of gratitude. It helps establish that grateful heart that I was speaking about before. Another quote by Voltaire: appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well. And I'm sure many of you have heard that quote before. I find that to be very illuminating, because not only is appreciating other people's successes or other people's ability to bring that inner essence out, in that appreciation, we recognize others doing that, and we recognize that if others can do that, we can do that as well. So it doesn't make their version ours, but it makes our version ours when we see others being grateful and bringing their powerful, beautiful spirit out into the world. And it also, I think that quote also speaks to not only what we see others doing, but entire situations. When we can bring an attitude of gratitude, a grateful heart, a grateful mindset to any situation out in the world, it has that Care Bear kind of effect when we bless other people, other situations going on, when we focus our attention with love and with integrity and with beauty and in joy, we are blessing every situation. And as Voltaire says, as we appreciate a situation, remember, appreciate just doesn't mean thinking, oh, I'm really grateful for that or what have you, but appreciation as in terms of finances, when something appreciates, it grows in value. So when we appreciate something else, we are enveloping it in a growth situation. So John F. Kennedy, wonderful person to quote, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. So this isn't about just saying affirmations or just saying, oh, I'm grateful, and then putting that aside and getting head first into whatever our day brings to us, forgetting that appreciation. It's about enacting that appreciation, enacting that gratitude, bringing it with us into the day, so that the very first, what do I want to call that? The very first opportunity that comes up that challenges us maybe to knock us out of that mindset, we have that ability to take a moment, just breathe and say, no, I'm grateful that I am spirit and that I am showing up in this world. I am so grateful. Epictetus, he is a wise man or a wise person who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. And I think that parallels what the Voltaire quotation from earlier. When we can appreciate what we have, it appreciates and grows. When we appreciate what others have, it appreciates and grows. And what Epictetus is saying is that when we don't grieve for that which is no longer for us. We look at what we have now. We're grateful for what we had. We look at what we have now and we appreciate it. And we look at what we can do and be with what we have now and bringing it forward. And as we appreciate what's going on now in this moment, the only true, real moment, when we appreciate this moment, as we bring that essence of spirit out of us, it grows and it influences all of us around us. And one of the final quotes, I love this mystic. He has been a very influential person in my life, and it is the mystic known as Willie Nelson. And he says, when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. And again, that attitude of gratitude, as we notice again, as I mentioned before, what we ourselves have and the enormous blessings that are out in this world and that others have. And yes, the challenges, there are going to be challenges, no denial of that necessarily, but let's be in gratitude in all things, give thanks in all things, not for all things, but in all things. So even though we might have a challenge that we don't want to bless by saying, oh, wonderful, here it is, we can be grateful in that challenge. We can bring the presence of wisdom within us to any situation we find. And when we do that, again, we transform our own responses to what's going on around us. And that is such a powerful attitude to have, such a powerful reminder to each of us as we go through the day, knowing that we have that opportunity, each opportunity at every moment, to bring an awareness of gratitude, to bring an awareness of the spirit, of the soul that we are into our lives, manifesting it out and into the world. And when we can do that, especially as we consistently meditate and pray affirmatively, and do whatever other spiritual practice that helps anchor us and remind us of our true essence, those aspects of spirit that I spoke about earlier, life, light, love, power, peace, beauty, joy, as we sit in that essence and bring it out, and do so every day, in every moment, in a consistent way, it can't help but transform us. We will be having transformational relationships and not transactional relationships. Those are good too, but marrying the two together, what a beautiful, miraculous way to live. So I'm grateful for you taking a few moments to listen to me, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak with you all. And now I invite my colleague and friend, Cheryl, to give her part of the talk. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
And right about now, you're thinking, I'm really thankful that we don't have 10 practitioners. See what happens when you give us a chance to talk. More than 20 years ago, I was also given an opportunity to do a little talk on gratitude. And as I was thinking about what to do with that, something came to me from way back in 1976. I began to teach in January of '76 because I had just finished my master's degree, and luckily Drexel Hill Junior High had someone going out on maternity leave, and they needed a lacrosse coach. So even though my student teaching had been at the high school, I had a little trepidation, I plunged into those 7th graders, and we luckily made it through the year, all of us. And at the end of the year, this little sweet, shy young lady by the name of Anita came up to my desk. And I don't know how many, she probably said 3 words the whole semester I was there. And she had a cake in her hands. And I looked at her and she said, this is for you because I want to thank you because you never said anything nasty or sarcastic or embarrassing about me. And I was like, wow, apparently the person that I replaced had probably done that. And I realized it was really the first time that I had been thanked for something I didn't do. And that was kind of interesting. So this started me thinking about free gifts, the things that are in our lives that show up, and it's not something necessarily we treated for, it just comes, like the full moon last weekend, I guess, 3 days of beautiful big moon, clouds, ring around the moon, gorgeous. The other day my neighbor showed up at my door with a bunch of fresh collard greens. Now this might not sound exciting to you all, but my neighbor does know that I love collard greens. I have them actually for breakfast every morning. I won't explain. Last Sunday when I was leaving for church, there were 4 beautiful white and yellow roses blooming after the rose bushes had been pruned for the winter. Free gifts can be any size. Sometimes you can't even see them. I'm grateful for the air that I breathe. I'm grateful for the miracle of my body that knows exactly what to do with that air, and for the millions and millions of other things that my body does, most of which I rarely think about even though I do have being a biology teacher, I have an idea of what is going on. And I'm grateful for the infinite intelligence that directs all of these activities. I'm grateful for the seasons and the trees that turn these beautiful colors and then drop their leaves to conserve their energy for winter. I'm grateful I have a supermarket where I can buy food. I'm grateful that I was born in born in a democratic country. And personally, I would like to meet and thank the person that invented intermittent windshield wipers. Love them. All of these are examples of divine givingness. God is continually showering us with gifts and blessings. It's up to us to accept them. I invite you to think about the free gifts that are in your life, including some you normally don't even notice, and I'll bet you would have a really, really long list, each of you. Okay. I missed the page, sorry. There we go. I have 2 quotes. I cut down, really, I did. In closing, this is my favorite by Mary Jean Iron. Normal day. Let me be aware of the treasure you are. Let me learn from you, love you, bless you before you depart. Let me not pass you by in quest of some rare and perfect tomorrow. And then Joanna Macy, in times of turmoil and danger, gratitude helps to steady and ground us. It brings us into presence, and our full presence is perhaps the best offering we can make the world. Thank you very much. And it is my honor to bring up Miss Sarah to talk about an attitude of gratitude.
Thank you, Cheryl. An attitude of gratitude. Well, as Georgie said, I was dancing with that. Dancing in my heart. Because I am grateful for just about everything. Even this beautiful scarf that a friend gave me with all the nice leaves on it. And I always have people giving me things. I don't know, just that's my life has been people giving me things. But my son Peter said to me the other day, Mom, you've had a hard life. I said, no, I've had a joy-filled life. He goes, yeah, but you had this and this and this. I said, yeah, but that was just part of my experience. I said, I'm grateful for it. And he just looked at me like, huh. And of course, one of the things I'm grateful for are my children and my grandchildren, of course. But what does it really mean to be grateful? What does that really mean? I asked myself as I looked at all of this. And in exploring my divine nature, that is God in me, as me, I'm inspired to give great thanks for that in my life, just as it is. I give thanks each morning for another day on my journey through life. And I usually, when in the summertime, go out on my patio after I've had breakfast, and I just stand there in the sun saying that gratitude prayer that Georgie said, which is thank you. Just thank you for so much. You know, life is wonderful. And even in those hard times, that's really the best time to look at what you're grateful for. At least I know that's true for me. Gratitude's a natural, healthy human emotion. And I'm grateful for things like paved streets, running water, electricity. I'm grateful for the mailman. I'm grateful. And Joe, I am grateful. I took one of those You Matter cards and I gave it to the cashier at Wegmans. And she was so taken. She said, you have made my day. I said, well, you just made mine. So it's just great when we can be thankful for all those things in our life. But it is a natural, healthy human emotion. It also takes me beyond doubt, and that brings in more good and enhancing the good. When I see the beauty of nature, I am really filled with gratitude. It takes my breath away. When I see a newborn baby, whether it's human or animal, that is just, I'm so grateful for that. I could just cry. It touches my heart in a way that nothing else does. I am thankful for these feelings and for the emotions and for seeing the divine in all of life. I remember when I got my house 20 years ago, I manifested that house. And when I stood at the top of the stairs after the first night sleeping there, I just looked around and I was like, I never felt so grateful that I was able to manifest this house. And I wasn't even doing science of mind at the time. So I'm thankful for these feelings and for seeing the divine in all life. The days when I'm feeling out of sorts actually helps me to look within my heart and look around me in deep gratitude for all that is. These things bring me back to my center, remembering that I am one of the divine, and that's the deepest gratitude of all.
Okay, thank you so much. There's that word again, those words again. So grateful for our 5 practitioners. And now it is my pleasure to welcome once again Payson Burt, who's going to lead us in our offertory and prosperity statement.
Yay! Yes, this is a chance for us to share in how grateful we are to have this wonderful community, to support it in its endeavors. And I am grateful for Text to Give. I got it right here, and I'm putting it right in right now, and boom, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone from my account into their account. It's so easy, but as Dr. Maxine loves to say, it's, yeah, I'll just put that right in there, right there. There we go. Got it. So we just lost the yeah, there it is. All the different ways you can give. There's the texting right there, and or through the website. And we have a nice little chant we say. So here we go. Chant. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
Holy Mother, Father, God, thank you for your healing love. Holy sacred light divine, thank you for this life of mine. Here I go. Whoa, whoa, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude. And being here with you today makes me come alive and say, we are presence, we are part of the one infinite heart. This I know. Whoa, I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude, grateful for gratitude, grateful And you are a gift upon this earth of truly unbelievable worth. So bring it, sister, brother, too. Magnificence is calling on you. Say hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I am grateful for the air I breathe. Whoa, I am grateful for the life in me. Whoa, I am grateful to be renewed. Whoa, I am grateful for gratitude. Grateful for gratitude. Grateful for gratitude.
Okay, so we are grateful. Did I mention that? Yes. And we're also grateful that it is now November. So that means we get to celebrate all of us who have November birthdays. Yes. And so we'll be singing. So if you're here, you're celebrating this month, we'll be singing to all of you.
Hit it, Maestro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, great. Thank you. There we go again. And so now coming up to close this out, our closing song with our fabulous Emily Zalmacino. So please join in and sing along with us.
With thankful hearts we end this time. With thankful hearts we say goodbye. We show our love and share our home with each other. We're not alone. With thankful hearts we end this time. With thankful hearts we say goodbye. We show our love and share our home with each other. We're not alone.
I am knowing gratitude for all that have been part of today's celebration. Thank you all. Be safe and go in peace. And so it is.